Hello everyone, welcome back to Anarchy SC2. Got a interesting pro level game for you today between FnaticMSiKR and Naniwa. I'm sure you've heard of both of these players before. Naniwa, a very successful player, recently won a tournament. And Fnatic, everyone in the FnaticMSI team is very good, pro level players. This is a PVT on Shakuras, and spawning on the bottom right he's red, Naniwa. Spawning on the bottom left, yellow Terran, FnaticMSiKR. And we'll see how this game transitions. Now they're spawning across from each other. So, and this is an MLG map, so Naniwa and KR won't have to scout their close positions. So that's going to help them out a lot. And this is the adjusted map that doesn't have the destructible debris in the back. And while we get this going, let's pull up a few things here and look at the production. First pylon going down, and the first racks going down. Nothing proxied. KR looks like he's going to wall in, which is not really necessary against Protoss. I'm not sure why he's choosing to do that, but if he wants to do something tricky, it would make sense because he'll completely deny the scout. However, Naniwa scouted early, and it looks like he's going to scout the proper location first. So yeah, he's going to be able to get in and see exactly what's going on. As long as this SCV doesn't drop a depot, it's going to be close. No, Naniwa does get in. And he's going to be able to scout around and see exactly what's going on, see if there's gas, see if there's anything hidden back here, which there's not. It's very standard 1 racks into orbital command. Meanwhile, back at Naniwa's base, he's got his 1 gate down. He's got his cyber core on the way, just taking his first gas. He's got a lot of money, over 400 minerals already. So, never mind. He just spent it all. He just, let's see what we've got. We've got, he's getting a second gas. He's dropping some proxy pylons outside of KR's base, which is cool because if he gets high ground vision, he'll be able to warp up into the main. And the pylon, it's not close enough to warp up there, though, so I'm not sure what was the idea behind that. He can still warp in units, but he can't warp in on the high ground. His probe's doing a little dance here. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Terran's opting for a fast expansion, which is a good idea on this map. It's a very big map, and your natural is very easy to defend with just this little ramp. You can put a couple bunkers down, put 2 barracks there. You can do a lot to defend on this map. He's also dropping 2 more racks. Meanwhile, over at the Protoss base, we've got a Stargate proxied right here. So that's what Naniwa did. He brought over this proxy pylon, I thought, to warp in units, but no, to actually drop a proxy Stargate, which is definitely going to catch the Terran player by surprise. He's not going to be able to scout that unless he takes a really awkward path down to that way. Warp gate research halfway done. The Stargate's finishing now, so let's see what type of unit he pumps out. I'm guessing a Void Ray. Void Ray on the way out. The Terran player has, in terms of air defense, he's got a handful of Marines. He's got no engineering bay down, so turrets are out of the question. Naniwa's poking up a little bit here with the Stalker, and he's got complete map control. So Naniwa's in really good shape right now. The Void Ray is about to come out. It's getting chrono boosted out. And I think when the Terran player sees exactly what's going on, he's going to know he's in bad shape. He will see the Void Ray immediately because of his building a depot right there. And here comes the Void Ray. Let's see what happens. The Marines are in pursuit. That's plenty of Marines to handle that Void Ray. Depending on how awesome Naniwa's micro is, I really doubt he's going to be able to defend that. Oh, the Void Ray. Oh, he loses the Void Ray. He's going to lose a pylon, but there's another Void Ray in production. The Terran player is getting that engineering bay, which is ever so important. And look at that. The Stargate's in range. So it's going to take shots from those Marines. He's going to chrono boost out the next Void Ray, and it looks like he's going to hold it. Possibly. It's too close to tell. Once that engineering bay goes down, though, I mean, it's a pointless effort on Naniwa's part to keep going with air units. The front door's decently defended, and we got a lot of Marines, and here come the missile turrets. Naniwa's going to push around and probably take the front of the base now, knowing that the engineering bay is down and there's going to be turrets on the way. There's a turret halfway built. If he pushes now, he can stop it. He decides to pull back. Poking around with that void ray. Void rays are so annoying. They're like excellent at harassment because of their range, and they're pretty mobile. They're not the fastest by any means, but they're relatively mobile. KR put a bunker up on the high ground, which is not a bad move at all. But there we go. We're warping in on the high ground with that proxy pylon. The Void Ray gives vision to bring those Zealots inside, and the Void Rays with Zealots are going to do an insane amount of damage as long as they avoid that turret, which you could tell the Marine Micro was actually sensational and held off that push, which was scary. Stim Pack being researched, another Void Ray about to pop out. He's really committing to these Void Rays. Not used to really seeing that in high-level Protoss versus Protoss. He's going to engage that turret straight up, and it takes out a Void Ray because for some reason he pulled his guy off of it. Let's see what happens here. It's an interesting little battle. The bunkers are empty, so they're not going to do anything. These Void Rays are going to run wild until... Where are our Marines? Marines are still playing around with the Zealots. They need to get down here and take out these Void Rays. Naniwa's pushing up the ramp, and it looks really ugly from here. He's got a hodgepodge group of Marines, but these Zealots do ridiculous amount of damage to Marines. The turret can hold the Void Rays, but he's not going to repair it in time, so he's going to lose it. One Void Ray, really low health. He's bringing the SCVs off the line, which is always a sign that you're about to GG. Here comes another warp-in cycle with a ton of units, and another Void Ray shows up. And it looks like this would be the end for KR. I can't see him recovering from this. He's lost so much. The SCVs are doing a good job, though, of fighting their way off. But, yeah, there goes the GG from KR. That was a really good game. That proxy Stargate definitely made a difference. If he would have put the Stargate in his own base, it would have taken an hour for the Void Rays to fly over. But overall, it was a fun game, and I enjoyed casting it. So if you want me to cast your games, send me a replay, anarchysc2@gmail.com. Thank you, guys. I'll have a new video up for you soon.